Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Actually Authentic podcast with Candice.
And Awanda.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed last week's episode.
Yes, so this week we are putting Candice on the hot seat. We had so much fun last week, and I know you guys can't wait to hear the questions that I'm going to ask Candice. Just so you guys know, I did not give her a heads up, and I'm not going to take it easy on her.
I can't wait either.
I'm going to ask her all the questions that you guys want to know. So we are going to jump right into it. You ready, Can?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Born ready. Born ready.
Okay, so my first question is, we're gonna ease into it. What is the thing that everyone told you was gonna happen in your 40s that hasn't hit you yet, that you haven't experienced? Because everybody says like, oh, 30 is the 40 is the new 30, or when you get to your 40s, this
I
will
already
happen.
got my answer. Trust me,
What's
I
your
know.
answer?
When they told me that when I turned 40, or what was said was when you turn 40, that like your sex drive goes into overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
And that did not happen for me.
No, it hasn't hit yet. Oh,
No.
okay.
But I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm sending those vibes.
Maybe mine might be
you.
50 because I've been like
You
delayed 10
delayed?
years with everything. So I don't know. But yeah, not yet.
Okay. So if you were to hit the lottery tomorrow, what would be the first thing you would buy?
The first thing I would buy would be, huh. The first thing I would buy would probably be like, it's going to sound so crazy, but I would get a Chanel bag. I've been wanting one. Yeah.
That doesn't sound crazy. That doesn't even surprise me.
I want a Chanel bag.
Okay. So what's the biggest lie that people tell about marriage, in your opinion?
The biggest lie that people tell about marriage is that, honestly, it's going to sound weird, but
Stop saying it sounds
I know,
weird.
because everything that I feel like I believe is the opposite of what most people do. But that is hard. I haven't run into that yet. I mean, 5 years in, I'm not saying there haven't been moments, but people make it seem like marriage is just so freaking hard and it's just this daunting thing that you just constantly like are just working at, it's, I mean, you're always working, you always want to be better, you always want to improve, but I just don't feel like it's hard. I don't feel like it's any harder than a freaking regular relationship that I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather know the truth and it hurt, or live happily in ignorance?
That's a good one. I would want to know the truth and it hurts. I would rather know the truth and it hurts.
Okay.
You want me to elaborate?
Yes, please.
Because
they want you to elaborate.
Oh, okay, y'all. Well, I'll elaborate on that. I know, to me it seems like being lied to and being ignorant to it, not knowing about it. You know what they say, what you don't know won't hurt you, would seem like the easy way out. To me, that's like the easy way out. But to me, that also hides the character of, especially if it's related to a person,
Yeah.
it hides the character of that person from me. So I would rather know the truth and it hurt.
Okay, and then you can just deal with the person like accordingly.
Yeah, and I mean that opinion has changed over the years because I didn't used to feel that way. I used to dread knowing things that I would know, and like I wish I didn't know this. But yeah.
Okay. So what's one thing that you wish women were honest about in friendships? Because we know female friendships can be very complex. So what's one thing in your opinion that you feel like women were more honest about?
I would say just I I don't think it's one thing in particular that I think I wish people were honest about. I think that if people were just honest with themselves. Like, I think if some friends were just honest with themselves, then that would help. But that's not what you asked me. You said, what's the question?
Yeah. So in female friendships,
Yes.
what's the one thing that you wish more women were like honest with their girlfriends about? Because I think guys are like more like, yeah, they don't care.
I would say, like, if they know that their girlfriend is doing something wrong, like, check them And I say that because like I had a friend and I just she was wrong. She was wrong. and and I shared how I felt about that. I mean, listen, it's not about you going we grown, so you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Right.
But when I was honest about how I felt about the wrong that she was doing, she kind of didn't receive it as if I didn't have the space to speak on it. Because at the time, she was married, I wasn't. And I
Okay.
was just sharing something, and it was like, well, you're not married, so you don't understand. And I was just like, but I'm just being honest as a friend to tell you that
This.
that's kind of messed up. You know
Right.
what I mean? So just if more people, I feel like that probably happens more often than we believe or think, that people just don't really tell their friends how they truly feel about something because they don't want to hurt them, or they don't want to ruin the friendship, or
Mhm.
they don't want them to feel judged, whatever the case may be. But it's like, no, just be honest about whatever it is, because if we sisters and we supposed to be fixing each other's crowns and all of
Right.
that, then fix my crown, it's okay.
Yeah, and you can be upset in the moment, right? And then just move on if that's really your friend.
You can be upset in the moment, or you
Yeah.
can really know who your friend is and know that it's coming from a place of love,
Right.
but yeah.
So that kind of leads into my next question, but in a way you answered it.
hmm
I said, if you have a friend, would you rather have a friend that tells you the truth or one that hypes you up?
In my big age, be honest. Be honest. I've been in that phase of my life where friendship was just about being agreeable, or if she on it, I'm on it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's like, no, I'm like a right is right, wrong is wrong type of person. I appreciate honesty because I feel like in this world that we in, where we got so many people that's not honest or that doesn't have any kind of reason or purpose to be honest with me,
Mhm.
the people that I call friend, loved ones, whatever it may be, y'all have that space to do it. So
Right.
I want you to, because I'm not perfect. None of us are. So, you know, tell
So do
me.
you have friends that fall into like different categories for you? Like do you have your like this is my chill friend, this is my like brunch friend, this is my party friend? Do you or everybody's everything?
No, everybody's definitely not everything. I definitely have categories. Oh, it's not even like a category, but it's just like different strokes for different folks type thing. Like the relationship that I have with you is not the same relationship that I have with like another friend,
Right.
because we may share a similar interest. You and I share a similar interest, but in terms of the friendship itself, that's all 100%.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Gotcha. So in love or business, what's a lesson that you learned the hard way that still stings?
In love or business. um, so huh, I would say I might have one for both, but for business, a lesson I learned that still stings, that that you can fall, you can go all the way down to kind of like nothing,
Mhm.
and it could seem like it's all about to just be over. Um, I've had that. I ain't gonna sit here and act like there hasn't been those times. It wasn't due to like any kind of like failure from an external source. It was me, because it was like, oh no, I'm living my life, I'm this and the other. And it was like something's gotta fall.
Right.
So business kind of did. So then it was like I kind of was literally kind of like at rock bottom. And it didn't feel good. Like it
Mhm.
felt terrible actually. And it was like times where I was like, am I gonna come back from this?
Yeah.
So now that I've come back from it, I'm like, I ain't going
You ain't
back
going back
there.
there.
but I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. So business for sure. In terms of love, I mean, I don't know if there's anything necessarily about love that stings. I think that it's things that I thought was love.
Mhm.
So it wasn't really love, but if I thought it was at the
At the
time,
time.
um, which was like, and we actually talked about this last week on, when you answered the question, and it was that, love hurts. I know I responded to that on you, like
Yeah.
love hurts. And I think that was like the biggest shock for me, because it was like, yo, I'm loving, loving, loving. I'm giving all this love,
Mhm.
and I'm getting like nothing in
Nothing.
return. Like I'm getting literally the opposite of what I'm giving, and it felt so bad. Like it felt terrible.
Right.
So, I mean, it doesn't still sting per se, but it's still fresh in my
In your
mind. Like I
mind.
still remember it, and it was just like, ah, I don't never want
Never
to go
do
through
that
that ever
again.
again,
That's a
ever.
good. That's a good.
And I haven't. And I haven't. Nope.
Like not doing that
Mm-mm.
again. Okay. So this is a good one. Do you think married people can have deep friendships with the opposite sex without crossing the line?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I do. So now the word deep was that was
Yeah, deep,
when
not surface, not just like, oh hey,
you
like deep, like we talk on the phone all the time, we hang out, like we, you know,
yes, I do. I mean, I think that it's people going to say the opposite here because I already said earlier, like I think differently than a lot of people, and I do believe that you can. I have a close friend,
hmm
and I could talk to him, like we could bust it down, and it's not going to go there. It
okay,
there I don't. It's nothing that's going to make it go there. Like my husband has female friends who are, and all of our friends are our friends now.
okay,
Now, of
both of
course,
you guys
yeah,
friends, okay,
like he has female friends and they're my friend now. Like we cool. He talks to them. You know what I mean? Like it's yeah. I mean,
okay.
I do.
So we're gonna break it up and do a little speed round. So you
Okay,
just gonna say this or that.
this or that. Okay,
Good looking but broke or rich and ugly.
rich and ugly.
Okay.
Rich and ugly. I don't care. Listen,
Netflix and chill or dress up and go out.
dress up and go out.
Okay, I knew you were
You
gonna
know I'm
say that.
outside.
Would you rather be respected or loved?
Jeez, that's a I mean, that's a hard one to choose actually, but I'm gonna say respected. Respect. It's a speed round, so
Yep.
respect it.
No alcohol or no internet.
Oh my gosh, you picked these just for me too. This is so crazy. This is wrong, Awanda.
What? Pick one. Come on, love. Which one would you rather go without?
Mm. I'm gonna say no alcohol.
What?
Yeah, I need the internet. I need it,
Okay. I thought you was gonna pick the internet.
I
I thought you
was
was gonna
going
pick the
to.
alcohol.
I'm about to pick that too and blank it out when I think about what no, but I would say no alcohol. Yes,
Okay.
because there's other things.
So, amazing sex with no emotional connection or deep emotional connection and bad sex.
I don't want bad sex at all. So whatever the first one was.
Amazing sex life with no emotional connection.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could do that.
Okay. All right. That was the speed round.
Hmm.
So, what's off limits in your relationship?
What's off limits? Ugh. What's off limits is cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, that's off limits.
That's good. So, what quality in men that most women say they want, but personally you don't care about?
Most women say they want in a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that most women want a man that does not have female friends or does not have friends, of the or relationships of the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I don't care about that because my husband does. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I
That's a
think
good
that's
answer.
hmm
Okay. So, overall in life, what has been the hardest role for you to step in?
So I used to think it was motherhood because that was hard. It wasn't
Was it
hard.
hard?
It wasn't hard, but it was just, it's not something I ever planned to do. So I used to think it was that. Oftentimes, I think that the hardest role for me to step into, ugh, I guess I would say probably, I guess I probably would say motherhood.
Motherhood.
Yeah, just because I didn't really foresee myself having kids or having as many as I did. Obviously, that was something I thought about much younger because I've been a mom for a long time. But it was hard because it wasn't just about me.
Mhm.
Like if you live in life and it's just about you, there's this freedom, there's this. I'm not saying it's peace because I don't know, you can still have a rough life even if you don't have kids.
Right.
But literally, I had three people, for the better part of my 20s and some of my 30s that literally depended on me for everything. That pressure,
It's a lot.
that pressure
Yeah.
is insane. And especially when you're trying to raise good people, you're trying to, develop yourself as well, all at the
Mhm.
same time. Ooh, yes,
Yeah. That's a
yes.
lot. It is. I don't think people realize it. People that don't do it or haven't experienced it.
Like if you a shitty mom, then honestly, then it's not that hard
Yeah.
because you're not really thinking about their well-being as much. You're not thinking about them developing. You're not thinking about what kind of people they're going to be in this world. You're not thinking about none of that. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And on top of that, to add to that, is not only was it just hard being like embracing like the whole motherhood role, but also doing it like without any like state
Support.
assistance and stuff. No,
Oh.
I had support. I had
Yeah.
family and stuff, but that's support is optional. My mom's pop-ups, uncles, aunties, all that, that's all optional. Nobody is required to do anything. Now when we have it, it's wonderful, but nobody's required to.
Mhm.
At least that's how I felt,
No, I feel the
you
way
know.
too. I
When
mean,
I
we're
took on
blessed. You're blessed if you have that help, but nobody has to.
Yeah, so yes, that's my answer.
That was a good answer,
Hmm.
Ken. So this is a light one. What's the quirky thing about you or something that you like to do that no one would ever guess about you?
So well, fun fact, I love trivia. I like random trivia. Like I just know random stuff. I do, and I don't know where it came from. I really don't. Like I feel like
So do you seek this trivia? Like you seek this stuff out?
I
You
don't
go,
know where it comes from. Like I think that if I could assume what happens because the stuff I be knowing is like how you even know that? Like like Sam will tell you like if he'll be like he always talk about it because he like I know the most random stuff. So I don't know where it came from. I think that I absorb information that I'm not even realizing I am, or maybe I'm hearing something or I'm seeing something and it sticks because
yeah.
I know the weirdest stuff.
So
Seriously.
you guys, if you need to know some type of, you're going on Jeopardy or something like that, call Can,
Yeah.
because she knows all the
I
weird
might get
stuff.
you to second place. I don't know about first, but I'm saying I don't know. I'll be knowing stuff.
Okay, next question. She be knowing, so we gonna call her. So if there's one physical thing about yourself that you could change, what would it be?
Easy. I want boobs.
You want boobies?
Yes, I
Girl, no,
want.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
They hurt your
I don't
back.
want back hurt boobs, but I want boobs. Yes, because like I got African boobs,
What?
so I just want
Wait,
them to be
pause. What's African boobs?
no respect,
Yes,
disrespect to the Africans.
don't disrespect our African
I'm just
viewers.
saying, y'all know, y'all seen them, but just boobs that kind of like aren't sitting up and they kind of like fall a certain way. So I call them African boobs. I love my African sisters though, but yeah. So I just want like nice round ones that sit up.
Okay, so like what? A C cup,
Probably like a D.
girl.
Probably like a D.
You don't want
I do.
that.
I'm telling
Okay,
you, I do,
okay.
and I'm gonna get them.
Y'all heard her tell it. She gonna get them.
Yeah,
All
that's the
right.
only thing I'm telling you. Anybody who know me, like, no, I've been talking about this
Oh, you've been
forever.
talking about this forever?
Yes.
Wait a minute, I didn't know that.
It must have never came up, but
Maybe
yeah.
you did tell me this a long time ago, but I probably just dismissed it. I didn't think it was serious.
So serious.
All right, so this is gonna be our last question.
Is it already?
I think so. I mean, you kind of gave it up today. I'm so proud of
You
you.
know I don't hold back. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I hope this last one is like,
Is what? So, what's a moment in your life where you felt completely unseen?
sure. Um, whew. So back in 2000.
You remember the year?
Mm-hmm. So back in 2006 to 2000, probably 2006 to 2008-ish, something like that. It was just a time when I just felt terrible. Like I was just so down. I was just so sad. I was just so depressed. It was the only time in my life that I literally didn't feel like myself. Like I've always been so confident and so strong and so just sure. Like you couldn't tell me nothing about myself.
Hmm.
I ain't question stuff. I ain't nothing. I was just very sure, and that was the only time in my life that I just felt like I was like it was just this cloud over me. You know what I mean? And
Did
I
something bring that on, or you
Oh
just was in a
yeah,
bad space?
it was my relationship. I was in a terrible relationship. I had just had my son, and then I had another child back to back. So it was like I'm having kids, but then the person I'm with is rude, mean, disrespectful, just, everything is her. And then while I'm dealing with that, I just felt like, the question was, when did I feel unseen?
Yeah.
I didn't even feel like the world was receiving me the way they normally did.
Hmm.
Because normally, like if I'm walking down the street, if I'm out, if I'm whatever, like I'm seen.
Right.
Not even if I'm trying to be. Like I'm not necessarily trying to be. I'm not doing anything to, but people see me.
Yeah.
I mean, not hopefully that doesn't sound vain or anything, but it's just like now. Who I am is who I've always kind of been. And it's like people see me when I'm not even trying to be seen. But during that time, literally it was like I was invisible.
Hmm. You felt like
Despite
you
the
were.
fact that I was probably like 115 pounds and I probably was damn near invisible, I literally just didn't feel like anybody seen me at
You think you
all.
were just giving off like
L-
vibes, or
I believe so.
energy? Yeah.
I believe that my energy was down, because this definitely wasn't a time when, I mean, you try to do what you can and cope and still move and, life goes on, right?
Mhm.
But man, it was so difficult. So I know that people was picking up vibes and energy off of me. Like
Yeah.
I remember around the same time, I think I had my son. I don't think I had my daughter yet, or maybe I did. But my cousin will tell you, like if she got a chance to tell this story, she would be like, because we both work downtown
Okay.
Wilmington. I'm walking down the street and she seen me and she called me later on or whatever, and she was like, I was like literally, she was like, I literally was crying when I like walked away and when I left.
Why?
And me and her, that's my road dog.
Right.
So when we was going out, we outside, but we hadn't been together hanging out in a while. And she was just like, I just didn't really look like myself.
She didn't even recognize
She thought I
you.
was
Like,
sick. She thought I was on drugs. She thought
oh my
something was
gosh,
like seriously wrong with me. And I was just like, no, I mean, I guess I was just that.
going through it.
And I don't even remember seeing myself during that time.
Yeah.
It's like little things that happen that I remember. Um, like I said, I was always really confident. So if I put something on, I ain't gotta say, is this cute or whatever.
Mhm.
But when I found myself, this is one time I found myself asking, my ex, like, what you think about this? Should I wear? I knew something was wrong then. I'm
You're
like,
like,
what
let
am
me get
I asking
myself
him for
together.
his advice for? And normally I'd be like, it don't matter.
Right.
So yeah, that was a rough period in my life. Those years right there. And I mean it was more rough ones after that.
Right.
But
Why does that stand out though? If there were other rough ones, why does
because
that
that's
stand
when
out?
I literally felt the worst.
Okay.
Like that's
Just
when
the
my
feeling.
spirit was completely just crushed. Like I don't even I didn't even know. I don't know how I came back from it really.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people I know have nervous breakdowns.
Yeah.
They fall into depression, but I guess I always was stronger than the circumstances, you know what I mean?
Thank God.
Yeah, but it was tough. And I think too because I'm literally having kids too. So you already know the emotions that we go through just,
Yes, the hormones and
yeah.
everything. Good thing you didn't fall into like postpartum.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I mean, I don't know. I never claimed depression. So
Yeah.
I just
But
don't
I
know.
I definitely think that when you're having a hard time and those hormones like compounded with that, it's easy for that to happen just because your hormones just be all over the place. So it's a good thing that you didn't.
I think I always kind of been in denial about depression. Like some people realize it and embrace it and
Mhm.
do it. I never,
You just never called it that or just took it on.
I
Yeah.
just never,
I
yeah.
mean, listen, there are power in words.
Mhm.
So maybe it's a good thing that you didn't take it
It
on because
definitely
it
was because I don't know. I don't think a depressed me is good.
No, definitely not. No.
I mean, it's definitely not good, but I just, so yeah.
Well, thank you for being actually authentic with us, you guys. We need you guys to comment. I mean, when you guys watch this episode, I'm sure you're gonna have lots of questions and comments and funny
Ask, like,
things,
yeah,
right?
we'll answer
Like
more.
ask in the comments. Ask. We definitely will answer more questions. We're trying to give you guys uh another side of us to get to know us, and Candice definitely gave it up for us today. So thank you. Thank you for letting us get in your business a little bit.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks for asking. Thanks for caring. Hopefully, you got a chance to learn a little bit more about me.
Not me. I knew all the answers. I knew. Well, you
You
threw
ain't
me.
know about the boobs, but it's
You
okay.
threw me for a loop with the alcohol. I thought you was gonna pick the
Oh,
alcohol over the internet.
listen, I had to pick something. That's one of them things where you just be like, I had to pick something. So that I'm still not sure if that's like my final answer, but
She
I
said
had to
right.
pick
She said
something.
that, but she would have been sneaking a bottle of wine or
I was trying to think of an alternative for the internet, but
something.
I was like, what else can I do besides the internet if I choose alcohol? But but no, this was so fun.
It
This
was.
was fun, and yeah. So
So next episode, make sure you tune in. We are gonna have a guest,
yeah,
which is gonna be even spicier. So we can't wait to bring our guest on.
and it's going
And
to be a male guest. We are going to have another
yay,
male guest because last time we did, it really got some great feedback and engagement, and we want to let you guys know that we care about the male perspective and the male opinion
absolutely.
and things like that too. So next week is going to be fun.
See you next time.
See ya.
Tá tudo bem, cê joga na minha cara e tá tudo bem.